kidney problems, dialysis, all these are become part and parcel of our life. These are completely related to your physical body and parts of your body. But there is one thing which we can't see but we can feel. No others can see, they don't feel what you are feeling. That is mental health. Just on mental health, I am just covering Alzheimer's / dementia, which I am expert in it. So just now you saw one video. You would have observed the father who is old enough is asking his son, what is that? What is that? He repeatedly asked the son, when the son didn't have patience, he screamed at the third time at his father. He got up and he went inside and he brought his diary and he asked him to read. And when the son was young, he asked the same question 21 times, and all the 21 times the father happily answered the son that it's a sparrow. That is parent and this is son. The son or the daughter will become parents in another 20 years or something, span of the time. This is the cycle of our humanity and our life cycle. Wherein my subject today is no Alzheimer's to no Alzheimer's. But no Alzheimer's is highly impossible, wherein if you know about this disease, which is completely unpopular, unaware, and many people haven't heard even this word. Nowadays, from our district, from the day I have taken up this from 2019, I think I have taken it up. I thought Mr. Krishna Reddy will be here. I was the first one. I myself approached him and Vamshidhar Babu that to allocate this subject to me, and I want to promote this. Why I want to promote this? I want to market this disease, but not to sell. I will sell it, but you don't buy. I will sell this product, but you don't buy. Because this is such a cruel disease which should, should not happen to anyone. But nothing is in our hands. So to know Alzheimer's, let's move further. Dementia is like an umbrella. Under this dementia, there are 5 diseases attached to it, like for a mother, 5 children. The 5 children would have got adapted some of the other habits or nature or bodily physical thing. Then the moment we say, oh, you are looking like your mother. So under dementia, Alzheimer's is the one, and Lewy body and vascular dementia, and other one is frontotemporal, and then others is Parkinson's disease. This all comes under dementia. So therefore, dementia, what does dementia do? Changes everything over time. It's a progressive and prolonged also. At a time means it need not be, here at a time is, half a decade, 1 decade, or even 2 years, 3 years, or a year also. It depends upon the person to person. And it's not something which is in one's control. It's in nobody's control. Tomorrow if I get affected, it's not in my control at all. At all. You can't blame me. And thirdly, it's not always the same with every person. Today I have so many cases coming to me, 04, and each case is different. Though the age limit is area is same, like 80 years, 70 years, but each person is different. When I listen to them, each one's problem is different. It's completely different to each person to person. And it's not a mental illness, but it's a disease. Please note, it's not illness, it is a disease which needs to be treated. And it's very hard to live without proper care. And what is Alzheimer's? A chemical change in the brain and a structural change in brain. Chemical and structural change in your brain. which you wouldn't know, even I don't know, even doctors can't know unless they do some tests. As a result, sometimes a patient can and most of the time cannot do anything. This is the brain. One is normal brain, another is a brain with Alzheimer's. Can you make out difference in that? Shrinking, yeah, shrinking. It shrinks like a vegetable. If you leave vegetables even in the refrigerator for a few days, automatically if you take bangan and any vegetable, it will shrink. Likewise, our brain gets changed when Alzheimer's hits the brain. What are chemical changes? Neurons die. Neurons in our brain, they die. That's where it changes. Connections and patterns change. Abilities are lost. What abilities? The abilities for doing your day-to-day routines, your day-to-day activities, from morning going for a nature call till you sleep in the night. And areas of loss are predictable. The process is irreversible. It cannot be reversible. Once the damage starts, it is damaged. That's all. You cannot restrict it, but you can arrest it for some time. What is that sometime also? It hardly might be 2 years. If you are lucky enough, 3 years. That's all. Beyond that, you cannot arrest it. Experience is individual again. What do? People with Alzheimer's tend to develop typical pattern of speech, behavior and routines. The speech changes, behavior changes and routine also changes. Why it changes? Most of the skills and abilities are lost. The skills and abilities are lost. So how will your daily routine will be intact? It's highly impossible, right? What are vital differences? For normal aging, we say, the moment we cross 70 and if we are fortunate enough, healthy enough, till 80, 85, people are really healthy mentally and physically. That means the family is blessed. The family is blessed to have such person. In normal aging, slower to think and move, wherein when it's dementia, can't think or move. No thinking capacity at all. They lose entire thinking capacity. Often remembers later in normal aging, here rarely remembers. That later, I in fact, for the sake of presentation I have put, but as per my experience, rarely remember, highly impossible. They can't remember at all. Able to care for self, but here, no. Past to find words, proper words are lost forever. They completely lose speech itself. Going forward, we can see. Able to use notes as reminders or in the phones reminders, but wherein unable to write even because they would have lost writing. And when you don't remember, how will you write? That's simple, right? Yeah. This is the normal brain and the Alzheimer's disease brain. It's caused by progressive death of brain cells. Most of you be already aware that in our entire body, brain is the only part where the cells cannot be regenerated. That's where the loss is big. So it's caused by progressive death of brain cells. It's a neurodegenerative disease. So plaques. The plaques means there's one like a glue kind. It develops in between the cells in the brain. So that glue will stop each cell to connect and help us in day-to-day routine. This plaque enters in between, it will cover the cells and it starts eating off and it will not allow you to do anything. Tangles are formed between the nerves. The tangles, it will tangle your nerves and leave it so that your other part of the body also cannot be moved or used properly, used appropriately. Not an easy task. Diagnosis of Alzheimer's is highly a very risky task, I can say, and it's very expensive task as well. No single test for it so far. Rule out other disorders. Look at history for other ailments. When a person, we feel that something wrong with them and take it to the doctor, you rule out other ailments and go back and dig the history of the family. Physical examination for signs of stroke, heart condition, etc. If the stroke is there, that's we call it as perhaps strokes. The strokes also affects in leading it. In many cases, after diagnosing dementia, they start getting tremors. That's the strokes, paralysis attacks, and strokes. Exhaustive tests, blood and urine in the initial stages. In blood, just remember when you go next time, and this is for 60 plus above, just once in a while, once in 6 months, you test your B12 along with all other parameters. B12 is very important for a human being to have it in a proper position. Just 6 months once at least. You just get along with your normal blood.
Is it in the blood?
Yeah, it's a blood, in the blood only. So B12 is very important to keep your nervous system intact. So what all other tests can help in diagnosing Alzheimer's? There's a EEG, PET CT and MRI. EEG and MRI, I'll rule it off. Only PET CT can tell you how, in which stage where the person is with Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever it is. Only PET CT can help you in diagnosing it. How much that PET CT cost? 10 years back, 2010, it was 25,000 rupees. Imagine what it would be now. Maybe another 10,000, another 20,000 increase. So it's very expensive, very, very expensive. Overall, this disease is very expensive. Expensive than cancer. Why it is, I'll come to next. Then check neurological functions like balancing. While doing exercises mornings, I just suggest you stand with one leg to your knee and your hands like this and try if you can balance. If you can balance and then slowly try to close your eyes and balance. Just for a fraction of time you try and immediately if you can't, please leave it. Otherwise you will have a fall. That's the balance, senses, reflexes, etc. What does Alzheimer's do? This is what it does. The green is a healthy brain. When it shows symptoms, there's a yellow and then red, where the person is completely diagnosed and he or she is fully into it. That's how our brain becomes. Typical symptoms. You will forget everything. Forget. Everything will fly away. Everything will fly away from your brain. Take a note of it. This is my experience, 15 years of experience as a caregiver. Everything will go. Nothing. You are just there, that's all. Body is present. Typical symptoms. Memory loss that disrupts daily life. Daily life means from morning till night. Routines. Difficult in completing familiar tasks. What are familiar tasks? For a man, getting up, go for a walk, and come back, have breakfast, get ready, and go to work.
The previous slide, salt is in the
Yeah, that's the example, that's all. In daily life, disrupt daily life for a woman while cooking. If she's got symptom, she'll ask family, you just see whether I have put salt in it or not. That means she herself not sure whether she has put salt or not. But this happens regularly with the art dressing also. Generally also it happens. I don't remember whether I have put salt or not. I was talking to her on the phone. This happens generally, but here in these cases, it will be regular.
But the salt has nothing to do with Alzheimer's.
No, it's just example for my reference, that's all.
But less salt is always good.
Yeah, of course. Better if you don't. Yeah, difficulty in completing familiar tasks such as I told you, going to office for men and women, getting ready and making sure she packs up her food for children, for her husband, etc., and taking care of herself and in-laws and parents, etc. Difficulties in planning or solving normal problems. Planning. See, we all regularly now, you all know from the day we got this communication from DCS, you would have planned your week this weekend, right? You would have definitely planned it and you would have said, no, I'll go from my club, I'm going, blah, blah, blah. And I was preparing for the slides or what to talk, what not to talk, how much time I'll get, will I be able to deliver it, whatever I know. So, all these things will completely, vanish, completely disappears. They are clueless because nothing is helping you to do the things. So anything if we want to do today, now I am talking, so what is helping me? My brain is helping me. It's asking me, Anupama, to, go to next slide. It doesn't tell me what will I do. So it disrupts everything. Disorientation to time and place. Anthony, what's the time? Archana, what day is today? I forgot, ma. ಏನು ದಿನ ಇವತ್ತು? ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ? Where am I? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು? ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. I'm lost. Where am I? These are the
ಒಂದು ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಓದುವಾಗನೇ ಅಲ್ಝೈಮರ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. So this is disorientation. And I want to drink water, and the water is here, but I don't know that I have to take that bottle and drink. Archana has already given it to me, saying that you drink, but I'm unable to take that bottle and drink. Disorientation. Poor judgment. No judgments at all. Where to go, how to go, who has come, no. And many in that, in color combinations, what to wear, whether you wear pant and on that you have to wear shirt, no idea what to wear, lost completely. Problems with words in speaking and writing. Mr. Krishna Reddy said, hearing institute they are working on dementia. In fact, this is our dental expert is here, all the symptoms starts with the dental and hearing, wherein we surely neglect these two. It's not for us. We neglect when our parents say this, nange yako kivi seriyage kelta illama, nange yako hallu tumba novaagta ide. We don't give prominence to those two, wherein they are the major players, to indicate you that something is going to wrong in a big way. So do take care of those two elements as well as along with other external what we care about. We go for walking, we go jogging, and we do pranayam, all that. Wherein this is why, because he'll tell more on dental, which is related, nerve system related to your brain. So when it disrupts all this, obviously you will lose words. You will definitely lose words because you can't hear properly and you don't know what to answer, right? You'll be asking something your mother. She's not able to hear you. And yenama, oh how da litideni togo. But you have asked something else. You have asked where is your son. So how will you find words? These are the, I won't say this is the major part, but these two also play certain role in that. Misplacing things. I've kept my vanity bag there, I've kept my laptop there, and I'm going away after my talk. And after reaching home, I'm realizing my key not there. Where is my key? It's there in my vanity bag which I left in this premises itself and gone. And day to day, of course, it happens with us, in fact. It happens with us on a day-to-day basis. That is because we are totally over-occupied with our day-to-day tasks, like multitasking. I do multitasking. I do multitasking, so sometimes I feel it is pinch a bit, but I enjoy it. Since I enjoy it, I'm not finding any of these difficulties. Planning comes there. So misplacing things. So this is common because for me, till I reach home, key is not important for me, but it's very important. So that time, because since I'm planned, it is there. The moment I put in certain pocket, I have to get my key. That's all happens with planning. But still, we misplace things many times. Wandering. What is wandering? We don't know. And you would have, and many would have mostly observed, like your grandparents or parents, and they'll be walking somewhere. They would have gone somewhere and they'll come back, luckily, because you are blessed. And you'll ask, Eli hogidri tata? Gottilla kano. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಕರೆದ ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದೆ ನಾನು ಯಾರ್ದು ಕರೆದ್ರು ತಾತ ಹೌದಾ ನಾನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ನ ಯಾರು ಕರೆದಿದ್ರು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ನೋ ಕ್ಲೂ ಬಟ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ದಟ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಂಡರಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ not only in your family, your neighbors, your friends, keep watch, keep discussing, keep having track of them, where they are going, how their routine was for the past 2-3 months. If you observe something, please keep it track when the person goes out, because there are 90% chances of not coming back. It has happened in my own family. The person went on Friday evening 2013, 4 o'clock, and we found the dead body on Monday 10 o'clock on the West of God Road, wherein he lives in Chamrajpet. Till today, that 3 nights is a mystery. We don't know, he's not there to tell us. So, when such persons, your neighbors, try to help your neighbors, be one step ahead. No matter if they say something to you, yakama neen interfere agtide nam family, no problem. Take it lightly and try to help them. Help them, you tell that, shut up, I know better little about this. There is something wrong with your grandfather, your father, your mother, you please take care of them. You can warn them, you have every right. While doing good, even if you be rude, it is good. Withdrawal from work and social activities. Obviously, when your brain is not helping you, how will you, even work? You don't feel like going to work. You'll be lethargic and you don't want to do that work. And social activities, of course, completely roll up. Okay, and they feel hesitant to meet people. Why? Because they don't have words and they don't know what to talk to them, how to behave with them. So they try to restrict themselves by meeting people. Changes in personalities, becoming confused, suspicious. This is the major thing. Suspicion. Don't take it wrong when they suspect, take it lightly and think in a way that something is happening to that person. And that happens especially with the family people, not outsiders. These are typical symptoms. Losing important things, getting lost in known surroundings, unsafe task performance, making repeated calls and contacts, refusing to do anything, resisting care, mixing day and night. Yeah, day and night is another problem. They keep asking, Bedagaita, Ratri alva iga. That's another major thing. Throwing things, because they don't know what is the value of that. They don't know what is the value of this and they'll throw it, obviously, because they have lost that sense. They have crossed that stage. So, throwing things. So, you need not worry, no solid sleep time. Because they are lethargic and they don't know what to do, so they'll be sleeping always and not sleeping also. Feeling sick always, don't want to do anything. Refusing to eat and drink and asking repeatedly, ನೀನು ನನಗೆ ಊಟನೇ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಊಟನೇ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ನೀನು why ಅರೆ just now I've served you ಅಪ್ಪ no you are lying you didn't give so the complaint goes to son complaint goes to wife things will change like anything hallucinations hey ಅದು ನೋಡು ಅವ್ನು ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಬಾಮ ಅಲ್ಲಿ and there's no one will be there in fact Might be someone will be there that's not his colleague at all. So hallucination starts developing. Falls and injuries because they don't know. Now I'm conscious about this step here, but they can't. Infections, since the brain and body are delicate, infections are many such. You move slightly, it's taking time. So what you have to do is observe the symptoms for 3 months minimum, or if it is early also still better. Make a note of the symptoms and then insist a checkup. That's very important. Whom to approach? First, your own family doctor, physician, and then psychologist, and then neurologist and psychiatrist. Neurologists and psychiatrists are very important. So keep note of this. In the month of February or March, I'll be conducting MMSE, that is Mini Mental State Examination. So I request all of you and your clubs and your family members, your neighbors, your friends, everyone to register to that, to analyze the brain capacities and which can help us in taking prevention where we are leading to. So normal health, these are the parameters that we can do that way. So keep note of this, and please when I put it in the groups well in advance, I'll put it, and make sure you all register. No matter that you only your club members, but it can be. So help me in spreading this awareness like a candle, like a diya, light to light. And these 2 books are written by my friend, close friend, who is also a victim and suffered a lot with his spouse. Sorry? Sorry? Okay. So if you want those books, I can give you any time, but I could not carry today because my friend not there. And be a part of our mission, no Alzheimer's and no Alzheimer's. I request each one of you to invite me. No need of inviting, just give me 30 minutes time to come to your next general body meeting and address all your members. This is my objective for being in Lionism for the past 6 years, and every year I am taking only this because I want to spread this awareness. A few basic helpful pointers. Okay, and you know what you should eat, and caring of your body, caring of your brain and mind. These all, regular things only I have put up here, but apart from this I'll put it in cabinet room if you want. I'll put it this. So apart from this, very few things are there which can help us in being happy and keeping our mental health intact. Always be with I've written there, it's mandate to add a mouthful of laugh and smile always. These are major ingredients we need actually. All this will happen, but that mouthful of laugh and smile and that helps us a lot to our body and brain. Please do make others laugh, you also laugh, and always carry on smile, which really helps a lot. And how many of you generally at home eat together and sit together and spend some good time and go for a movie? How many of you do this? Wonderful, wonderful. And men folk, one question for you. How many of you regularly, if not regularly, at least twice a year, you will say I love you to your spouse? Really? Very nice, very nice. And ladies, so ladies, it's not only for gents, it's for you also. Of course, I'm sure we do. We keep saying, but it is unacknowledged. Please don't do that. And men, and again for men, and again for men.
Ladies, I love you ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಶಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ
But still they say. And again, question to men, how many of you, this might be out of record and I don't know whether I should say, but I want to say as a mental health. How many of you regularly hug your spouse? Your spouse?
Daily.
Your spouse? I'm very sure your spouse. How many of you hug your spouse? Do you do? Do you do? Very good. Very good. If you are doing that, really it's a very happy family. See, that touch matters a lot. When you hug a person, even lady to lady, when we, as a friends, when we hug each other, the vibrations will pass down. Once I went for one conference in Bombay, I didn't even see that lady, but in the reception, we both hugged each other. Without taking our names, Vidya and Anupama, I entered that. She was there in the reception. I entered. Hi, I know she came and hugged. That is Vidya, this is Anupama. We never met, but that vibes. So hugging is very important, guys. Please, and ladies, you too. No shy. No shy. Need not feel shy. Even if you are sitting with children, let them learn good things from you. It's very important to keep the bondage.
Anu, by hugging, it's just not the vibes, it's the happy hormones that
Yes,
release.
yes,
So
that's
it's
what,
how-
everything, yeah. There's nothing wrong in front of hugging your children. They really feel, they say, thank God our parents are happy. If your parents are happy, their pockets are happy. Okay? See, these are the few pictures of a person with a dementia who has been diagnosed in 2010 and lived till 2019. And when diagnosed, the gentleman was 42 years. And this is after 6 years, his condition. And the T-shirt with that in the middle, when he was put into the residential center, and later that it has progressed like anything, like a baby is sleeping because you don't know how to sleep, where to sleep, and caregiver will take and put it on the bed, so he keeps turning, you don't know how to sleep. And few of my talks, my first talk is 2016 Kolar Medical College, and then Vijaypura Medical College. I addressed all medicos and departmental heads, and recently the other two were in one of the Rotary clubs on occasion of Walkathon, World Alzheimer's Day. And this is my first step I took in 2019 to conduct the awareness by Walkathon. 2019 it is. After that 2 years I could not. Then this is 2022. Recently, September 1st, we had a wonderful walkathon along with the Rotary Club cantonment. And this is my convocation. I'm an MSc degree holder from University of Stirling, Scotland, on this subject, MSc in Dementia Studies. It was a 3-year course which Commonwealth of UK has funded me. In Asia, usually they give 5 seats. I was one of it. From 2016 to 19, I have done this course and I was lucky enough. And I'm always grateful to my professor who is giving me that degree, and another professor, my own daughter, who helped me in coming out of this situation and successfully. And when I said that I want to do something on this subject and I want to serve the society, she was the first one. Along with me all the 3 years she studied sitting in Canada and helped me in every aspect. So I'm always thanks to them. And the gentleman, none other than my husband, who has suffered for 15 years and passed away in 2019. And I made up my mind to take this disease to kill it by spreading awareness and making people vigilant that there is one threat coming to you like corona. So be careful, be aware of it. Because it took 7 years for me to know what was happening with my husband. I didn't know, every day fighting, I can't explain how much we used to fight. Why? Because he himself doesn't know what's happening with him. And how will I know? How will I know? I'm not expert. He had 3 government jobs in his hand and he selected the bank job. And he was very intellectual, as a very good writer, singer and artist. And thank you all for your patience. And then this is my contact. And it's all. But I I need more time, but since due to time restrictions, I had to cut short. There are many experiences. So please do give me time, 30 minutes of time at least. You know our clubs, we have general body meetings. Let me address and let people know about it. Not always just, general decisions. This is very important. By 2035, it is going to cover up entire human this thing, like anything, like diabetes and BP. This will be dominating us. And this is my this thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anupama. Now, I observed one thing, the hugging. I am ready for hugging. One more thing
The most naughtiest person. I know.
only thing is I have to find the people,
No.
volunteer or welcome. I am ready to hug. Okay? Anupama, thank you very much. But one question on their behalf. How to avoid this?
How to avoid this? In fact, yes. How to avoid this? I've asked you guys just now. Do you say I love you to a spouse? Do you carry with a smile? And after work when you enter home, go with full of joy, with full of energy. Don't leave your energy till your workplace. No, we are not meant only to work. After that you have life actually. Yes, money is important, work is very important, I always say. But after going home, leave all that outside the door, okay? Pull it out with a smile. Go, ask wife, hey, what are you doing? Wow, looking beautiful today.
Doubt bರುತ್ತೆ.
That you have to prove yourself. And fathers, sit with your children. They need you as a friend, not as a father. Don't ever think that you are a father. Don't ever throw that tantrum that I am a father. And even mothers to you also. We have nobody, we have given birth, yes. Because we have given birth, we have to take care of them. That doesn't mean that you rule them. Don't ever do that mistake. Sit with them. Your son, really, he is a friend to you. Just talk to him as a friend. Take him alone for outings wherever he likes, movies, play areas, all that. And workplace comes, don't take much stress. Leave it. If you want to say apology to your boss. You don't keep your egos. Egos will kill you like anything.
In addition to all this, hugging.
It's
Thank you,
working.
Anupama. Myself, Anupama, for the last so many years, and she is very enterprising lady. She globetrots, goes to Canada, USA, and UK just like that. And it is very fortunate that we have her with us. And this is a very, very tricky and critical disease that everybody need to understand that we are dealing with. Jayadeva, hello. ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ತು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವು ರೆಬಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ? ಕೇಳಿ ನನ್ಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, right. The thing is that we need to understand that we are living in a very busy life, and we forget to live the life. We live the life, but we forget to live the life. We have been completely concentrating each and everything, not relevant to the thing. We are running here and there, helter skelter to have the money. And when we suffer, the money doesn't help. Only thing is the mental balance only helps. Thank you, Anupama. Thank you very much.
Thank you.